Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Wednesday evening. Hope you're well. Hope you're looking after yourself whatever it is you're up to tonight, enjoy it. If you're watching the Champions League, believe Man United are winning. I saw an Instagram post. I wasn't really looking at the game. I saw the Inacio celebration. So whatever it is, you're enjoying it. We've got a really good video here actually, and actually quite a substantial video. So we've got a really big update on a Pierre-Emile Højbjerg departure situation from Fabrizio Romano, as well as team talk sort of doubling down on Spurs' interest in Gonçalo Inacio. So plenty to get into, plenty to talk about, plenty to understand. If you're new, give us a subscribe, very much appreciated, and you're welcome along for the journey. I'm happy to have you. And we're going to jump in with Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. So it came from Fabrizio Romano, like I said, and he said, despite links with Juventus and Ajax, Tottenham are currently not open to letting Pierre-Emile Højbjerg leave on loan in January. Spurs already rejected loan proposals from Atletico on summer deadline day, and stance remains the same: no loan. Now, the reason why I think that is very substantial is the fact that I believe every player has a price. Okay, in all of football, every player has a price. Mbappe being sold to PSG had a price. Neymar had a price. Ronaldo to Real Madrid. Harry Kane to Bayern Munich. Every player has a price. No player is invaluable, indispensable. Trust me, even Messi at his absolute apex, if a club offered him enough money, enough ludicrous money, same with Ronaldo at Real Madrid, and then those two wanted to go, they'd have been sold. Trust me, zero players on this earth are invaluable. So when we look at Højbjerg's situation, I think the key point to that is obviously on loan, unless it's with an obligation. That's the only way I can see Spurs doing it. There has to be the obligation. That way, knowing Spurs will definitely receive money, at least in the summer. You know, you could probably potentially borrow from the summer for this window, knowing, let's say it's 20 million. Cool, we're getting 20 million in the summer. We need it now, but we couldn't get it now because of the other team not being able to do it. Well, then we're going to borrow from there. We're going to spend it here. Now, Spurs fans will probably think in the summer, we sold Højbjerg for 20 million. Where is it? Got used there, but you know what I mean. He obviously is a player that is dispensable. I'm just happy to move on from him. And I think you have seen the drop-off from a Bissouma and from a Bentancur. There is a slight drop-off in terms of being technically gifted on the ball. Those two are great on the ball. You can see it. You even saw in the game that's just been against Aston Villa, the drop off from Bentancur in the midfield to Højbjerg. We didn't have the midfield in the second half whatsoever. I think he is available for transfer. Now, the key thing I think we have to remember is the AFCON. Now, the AFCON, I did some research, starts, I think it's just in the middle of January. But the countries can call up the players up to 2 weeks before, which is basically the start of January. Okay, so we could be losing Pape Matar, we could be losing Bissouma and Son from the start of Jan. Okay, which is a horrific thing to think about, and which is why getting some guys back, hopefully at the start of Jan, is going to be ever so crucial. Look. Whatever you think about him, okay? Whatever you think about him, I guarantee a lot of us are going to be happy when he's back in towards the Christmas time. It got released that Richarlison's back towards Christmas. And knowing that Son's going to be gone, we could do with having a number 9 up top. And I know he's not going to blow anyone's socks off. Maybe it's the thing that we need to see and what he needs. With Højbjerg, I mean, look, Bentancur's out for a minimum of 2.5 months. And let's call it December 1st. January 1st, February 1st, late Feb, let's call it March 1st is probably then to April 1st is when he's going to be back. Let's be honest, guys, he's not really a factor this season, Bentancur, unfortunately, because of all the injury that he came back from, the injury he's now got. Skip's not it. He's not it, in my opinion. I'm trying to be nice, but he's not it. Gio's great. Madders is great. That's it. And that's why I think if Spurs will go, look, we don't want him to go, but if he's going to go, he's going on a permanent and we're getting the money that we want from him. It's kind of weird. Spurs have kind of got this now position of power. It's quite odd that because of injuries, and they look at him. I mean, look, I don't see Lo Celso going, by the way. No, not after his performance. Not after the fact that he's probably going to be really needed this year. I do not see him going. With Højbjerg, I kind of see the same. We kind of need the body there. Unless they find someone that is already his level, if not better, or has the potential to be better. That's the only way that he's going. It's a shame. Had anyone be fit and we moved him on, you could have then used that money to bring in someone and develop them for the next 6 months. It is a shame that's what has happened. We've kind of been robbed a little bit there, you know. Let's talk briefly on Gonçalo Inacio. So Team Talk said that Tottenham have joined Liverpool and Manchester United in chasing Sporting star Gonçalo Inacio, according to reports. The 22-year-old defender will only leave Sporting if one of the suitors matches his 52 million release clause. Look, I think the only way... Man United have got financial fair play, I think restrictions is what I'll call it. The only way it would work is if I think they probably have to move Varane on, and that might restrict them getting a Todibo. They'd have to get rid of Varane, Casemiro, maybe another to get Todibo and him in. Liverpool they could. He plays Van Dijk's position though, so you'd have to move Van Dijk to the other side, which I don't actually see being a big problem, to be honest. I think it might be a good thing. As he's getting a little bit older, he's getting a little bit slower. That's what happens in football. You get a bit older, you get a bit slower. Myself now at 27 compared to myself now at sort of, I'd say, 16, 17 is a whole different person. I'm probably about 6 stone heavier. I'm probably carrying about 40 kilograms of ridiculous weight that I don't need to. It has obviously a part, but I know at 30, 31 compared to now, I'll be even slower. So with that Van Dijk, it could work. With us, the only way the Gonçalo Inacio deal works, and this is me speaking aloud, letting my wheels turn, is a loan with an obligation, a la Pedro Porro, a la Kulusevski. We'd have to do a loan deal where we say, look, here's 5 mil, all right? Here's 5 mil. We'll obviously take his wages. Don't pay his wages. We'll take it. We'll give you 47 in the summer. That's the only way you can do it. And then, yes, you've got the Marcus Edwards situation where you can kind of go, look, we've got this here. Hey, if you bring down your asking price, we'll waive that. You would hope Sporting Lisbon and Spurs have a decent enough relationship, wouldn't you? Come on. We did the Pedro Porro deal. You got some money back off the Pedro Porro deal just on the Marcus Edwards, negotiation. But yeah, I mean, I look at it and think... I think people need to get around the idea that Mickey Van der Ven and Christian Romero are brilliant. I love them. There's no harm in having a player on the same level as them behind them. There's no harm having 2 of them. Look at Man City. Man City have the perfect situation where they go, we've got Diaz, we've got Stones, a Kanji, who might be the best one of them all, Ake, who might even be second best of them all, if I'm honest, Gvardiol, Walker, Rodri if they needed him to. They've got a lot of options back there and they all seem to get a lot of game time. Spurs need to get around that mindset of we don't have to play the same players every single week. And when it comes to next season, when hopefully there's a bit of European football mixed in, we need to get a head around the idea of actually rotation. Keeps everyone fitter, keeps everyone healthier. It's not a bad thing. And I hope we do stay in the mix with Carlos. I'm not saying we get him. I'm just saying I hope we're in there because it shows intent to go and get a really up-and-coming Portuguese star. You bring him in. You got those 2. You get one more. Centre-back is sorted for years. And I mean years. You go and get yourself another left-back sorted for years. You get yourself another right-back sorted for years. Bazunu in goal, I'd say that's keeper sorted for years, to be fair. And then you look at it and you go, tell you what, defence and keeper are sorted for, a good 2, 3, 4 years. Then it's the rest of the team. And to be honest, Lo Celso sitting behind Maddison, I don't hate. Papamassar and Bentancur, quite like that. Bissouma, right, he needs someone behind him. The front 3, that would probably need a bit more work, to be honest. But that's the beauty of me saying that Ange needs multiple windows. I think that's fair. Anyway guys, at the end of the video, I hope you did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video if you did. Hit me in the comment section below around your thoughts and feelings around that Pierre-Emile Højbjerg situation and for what Fabrizio said about the no loan situation. Obviously got Team Talk's report around Gonçalo Inacio. Looks like Spurs are definitely staying in the race there. Is it someone you want? I'm interested to see. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway guys, at the end of the video, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care guys.